to the zone.
Welcome back. Well, I was right, as this is where my base was. So, as you can see, it's not the same. I pulled down the flame altar, moved all my stuff, and let the place reset. So, this is what it looks like now, after the 0.8 update. I have somehow acquired what is called the Fell Curse. I don't know how. All I know is that it means my time in the Fell, in the Shroud, is down to just shy of 4 minutes, I think it is. So that's going to make a lot of today very interesting. So obviously I have been exploring. I did the Shroud route here at Fox Chase. Obviously I've mapped a bit more of this Deadly Shroud there. I need to go up round that way. But we're gonna go across. This one's a new one, Illuminate the Night. I had to talk to the Flame Altar and it gave me that. I believe that one's still the same. Obviously you get those doors, so I'm gonna go that way and see how far we get. Now the easiest way this is going to be might be just to go that way. Already got supplies. So we should be able to just go. Now, that's the way we're going. Let me... I don't think anything's new's changed. We've got one unused. I think we're not actually that close. Yeah, we are close to hitting 15. Oh. Did we not? Oh, it might be because when I moved, I was messing about. So, we're on health and regen food with melee damage, and then we've got health and stamina regen. Next, ranged and dagger damage. Probably not going to get much use out of that, but at least it helps with the stamina regen. Obviously, there is the dried fruits if we just want pure stamina regen. So that's where we're going. So let's first get our stamina up, and off we fly. So that was the Queen's Tomb, and what we're going to try and do is get as close to it as we can. It's nice. Fog over there, you can see mountains. Obviously there's stuff that we haven't done all the way over there. At some point we should get to it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. At least with the health regen it'll return. Hopefully pretty quick. Being taken out by a tree though. Now, we're not going to bother with the scavengers, we'll try and ignore them. I have been back in there to kill the... I say mini boss, they're not counted as mini bosses, but it's got a boss bear, so it counts as that as far as I'm concerned. Again, so that I could get her helmet for something, but I can't remember what. Oh, I think it will upgrade the flame altar. And I've just remembered what I didn't bring. The shroud flasks to give me that extra 2 minutes. I've also had to swap out the skull gem in me sword. It kept resetting for some unknown reason. So I've put in a bleeding gem, I think it is. I first upgraded it. So this one was, I think, 7 when I got it. It's now level 12. No, 10. Just 12 damage. Obviously, maxed it out, the sword. So there's just a couple left to max out. And not that they're important. I don't use the staff or the ones in here enough. Now I'm pretty sure that is salt. It always had that funky background to it. Right, so where are we? We're just coming up round, so I'm going to keep our eyes open for anything that we might want to do. Abandoned villages, structures, like that. Got a wolf cave. Plenty of sticks. Looks like it'd be a nice fishing spot. Wonder if the flame altar affects the fishing in that sense. Right, so that path must lead up that way somewhere. It's not what we're after today, or at least not at the moment. So that's another elixir well. Hit level 15. Looks like someone's been living here. What have we got here? Flax. Lilies. So we've got Lone Thistle and the Alchemist Mortar, which is now green, which I'm assuming is because we just hit 15. See, some of these are just going to help me with what I'm doing build-wise. So I don't know what to do with that. Right, I'm going to keep all of that for now. Well, this is going to be a pain. Oh, we got a 2 specs. Flame Shrines. A rather adventurous landing, but I'm quite satisfied otherwise. After all, I found a flame shrine. I postulate that the ancients leave behind a spark after they expire. In fact, the spark may be their entire being, their soul, a mystical core, a fragment of the flame. Normally their light joins the flame and imbues all knowledge collected throughout their lifespan at times. However, they rest in these shrines instead atop cliffs or amidst faraway caves, especially recently, to protect us, as the people of Orendale would believe, or to survey us, as a rune guardian would say. What whispers of wisdom are they hiding? Also, how does one get down from here? Balthazar again. Been everywhere, that guy. Right. The red hue of clay. Ooh, which means it's copper. So copper and clay seem to spawn together. That's good to know. This is not going to be fun. Can we enter from the top? Start with the end. Why not? I've always been fond of birds. They weave through the wind so effortlessly to embrace the horizon in these trying times, to discover whatever it is you seek, free of all corruption spreading beneath such a wondrous journey. Mayhap mankind can conquer the skies through innovation. I shall craft a glider and voyage to the hills from here. One way or the other, I'll land among the blue jays. Again, Balthazar. Literally everywhere. Ring of Health, legendary at that. It's 20 and 4 you've got. What was this one? 25, so this one's better. Perhaps such bewildering and unusual implementation for my button causes more issues than anticipated. I thought locking my laboratory door this way would be useful, but my back pain tells me otherwise. Soot besmirches my feathers. Oh, soot besmirches my feathers and my spine aches. This was among my worst ideas. Oh yeah, probably not the best place to put a button in a fireplace, granted you know where to let the smoke out. Ooh, that's a weird one. Right, downstairs we go. Did they... Okay. You're a cat. as you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you then. Oh, you're a beaut. My spirit is broken. Can I really blame the people for turning away from the potions in their desperation? Most of the visitors these days are rats, and other sad pests. So far they have not proven to be great patrons, let alone lad partners. There must be a better way to withstand the shroud, to overcome it. Perhaps I should reconsider my efforts. That. Where'd the cat go then? I wonder. Oh, string. Right, so there is something to do with the cat. Let me try an open hand. Okay, what if we go to the journal? Okay. 2 seconds, I want to Google. Right, so we've got to talk to the farmer for the bait, basically. So, although we've got 2, one is for the rabbit by the looks of it, and one's for the goat. We need a different one. So, if we try this Flameborn, I've been messing around with seasoned leftovers for a while now, and I think I've created some fantastic animal food. You could make some, give it to an animal until it's tamed, bring it to our base. We'd have to make an enclosure, animal feeders, beds. Should we vote on names too? Do I have to first tame a goat?
Oh.
You're doing it, Flameborn. You're healing the spring lands, but our world is vast. Trust me, I've travelled it plenty. Set your sights on the ancient spire in the Revel Wood. We'll open up our world more. We're all with you. So I can't make the rabbit one yet because I've not found hazels or forest beets.
Huh? Hmm?
So it's the alchemist that gives you the quest to make the cat bait to collect the cat. So Balthazar. I used to have a rat infestation in my old tower where we just was. First it was useful for experiments, but the rat population quickly exceeded my control. I soon saw some stray cats attracted by my test subjects. Chance of slim, but maybe they still populate the area. I could use a new lab part. Right, so I'm back at the tower with the cat bait. Now, what do I do? Ah, do I throw another one? Or do I have to go away? Let me get a bit further away then. So it looks like I messed up. So we move, 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 move. Stop. Move, move. Pet the cat. Throw another bit of food. Move away. Cat starts eating. Stop. Go. Stop. That gives us a buff. And pick up. So now we have a cat. Which means I've got to now make a bed for the cat. Oh god. Oh well. I don't think we'd taken that long that all this stuff had respawned. We'll have it. Right. So now we're going to have to go outside. Where are we? And find the unique equipment in Revelwood. Which I'm not looking forward to due to the lack of time that we're going to have. I guess we'll peruse the exterior of this building first because this is going to be our fallback to spot. What? Archer's gloves. Oh, we're not an archer. I told him to let it go. I said so, didn't I? A family curse was set to make him, to take him, and it did. It wasn't me, just a curse. It took Wilma over time, and now Caspar too. I told him to let the sword go. He wouldn't listen, so we argued. I can't remember much except a fight, a flash, with Caspar falling to the ground with a dull thud. I called out, shook him, no response. He's all gone. He rests under the family tree, next to Wilma, still clutching the cursed thing. I never want to see it ever again. Alright, so we know where this item is at least. It's under a tree. My backpack is full. Yes, it's full of rubbish. Bones I know where to get loads of. Normal wood we've got loads of. Craft that. What's that? Something we can grow. Right, let's go get our sticks. Sticks. Ah! Oh well. Nothing else in here. Oh, these are essence 2. Not essence 1. Right. Seems the gem worked. Oh, I need to slab it. Whoa, that's some travelling. Alright, twigs gone. Single piece of scrap metal can go. Shield that can stay for the time being. inventory is such an issue. I'm not helping myself, am I? I have a backpack issue, and I'm picking up more and more crap that we probably can't use for the time being. Well, I say can't use, can't not have a real purpose for grabbing. So I need the camel lilies to be able to... Can I use that? Yeah. In order to make more camel lilies, so we'll need to keep that. Mysterious flask. Come back for it. I don't know if I'm going to collect all the armor sets, so that's something. That's the reason why I haven't got rid of that. Ooh. Technically, I don't need the cat bait. Unless I want another cat. Full health. String I'd like to keep. Get rid of the wax then. Well, trying to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. Very annoying. Poisoned copper arrows. Right. So we are done here. Test the skills just over there. We have illuminate and light. We are technically classed as being in the shroud. So if I can get into the building. Another cat. Two cats would be nice. We'll stick with one for now. Right. I'm gonna teleport back to base and then we're gonna head over. So I'll bring you back once I've dumped everything. Right. Uh, so I'm nearly there. I'm not going in yet. It's just attacked me, so... Oh, okay. But I've spotted this. Now... Oh, wrong button. I need to go round that way. However, nothing says I can't go that way. Oh, that might be that. Yeah, we'll ignore that then for the time being. So, I swapped out the axe for the short sword for the time being. While I was there, buffed it up a bit. Ooh. We're gonna have to take out this. Maybe not. Or maybe we do. I thought there were a cave. Let's carry on around for the time being. We've got to take out the the elixir well. Then, oh, what the you? No, 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 no. Ooh. Good. As it is with the fell curse. Already got enough issues. On poison sacks. What do we get from here? Strawberries? What is that? Does it drop a poison sack wherever it made poison? I don't think it does. So these big trees here, if I swap out that for the axe, or where you get the hardwood, just demonstrate quickly. I ended up putting those oh. Well, they are the source of hardwood. I don't know whether it's where they grow or whatever, but the ones that were growing over here, near a couple boars that I had to kill, they drop hardwood when you chop them down. So, let's have a see. I'm not sure if it's above or below. That me says above. So we're going to ignore that for the time being. Continue round. Cave? No. Just weird generation. What we got here? Forest beets. We'll take a couple of those. Indigo plant. I've already got that. Missed. Stay still, let me kill you. Red variant of the plants that have been shooting at us. What was that? That's just a tree. Alright. Flax? Yep. Says it's a cave passage. Passage means we can get in and out. Right. I don't feel like we're going to get to it at this rate, because it seems as if I'm going round in circles. Copper. Really? I did not see that. Oh well. Hazelnut. Well, that's everything that we need to loot for. Let me just see what these drop. Normal wood. Yep. I keep forgetting I've pinned it. That'd have been telling me whether it were above or below all this time. I've not been paying attention to it. Close to running out of stamina then. So, I've come up here and it's below me. Crude lifeblood extracted, diluted and alchemized, transformed, transfigured, molten and born anew. Profound power fueling the bodies of the youngest in Embervale, rotting them. We failed, blinded by our socialism. Let us point our gaze back towards the sky, for this hallowed core cannot be saved. I do not understand. Whoa. I feel as if something's gone wrong because these shouldn't be showing themselves. I've not got to that far into it yet. Or is this just because my level says I should have killed them? I don't know. I don't understand sometimes. The bunny rabbit. You get to live now because I'm not chasing you down. What have we got? An infernal wand. Looks rather nice. Adventurer pants. Can I compare? Compare. Ooh, they are better than what I am wearing. I guess it is about time to upgrade the old pantaloons. Right, next particle. Illuminating the light. Hopefully this cures the spell curse. Considering it was the newest one I got, because I had to talk to the Flame Altar. Ooh. Indigo plant. I'm sure I've got indigo back at base. Right. So no, whatever that is, it is not this. Location is above us, so I didn't need to come down here. Right. Elder's Night Sanctum. Her colours. Right. Let me get out of this shroud. Hopefully there's somewhere. A sacrificial pit. Draft a pike, weekly issue. It's no rumour but fact. Our borders are unsafe. War may be brewing and our towns are troubled. The people of Fort Kelvin report sounds coming from inside the mountains. The caves rumble at night as if something were about to break through. Will King Gormander deploy aid, initiate an investigation, maybe pass an infrastructure bill? Most likely not. But Meldor can dream. If I were a betting man, I'd say he'll wait for the concerns to resolve themselves, for better or worse. That's the only draft that was approved. Couldn't put it in your info about the embezzlement. If it's too controversial, they won't officially let me print it. Find a way though. Stay safe out there. Let's, if I can get out this shroud. Well, that might have just answered what that is then. It is Fort Kelvin. Right. Yep. So we're gonna have to explore that at some point. Right. Tell you what. I'll wait for night, as it's not far off, and then we'll do the night sanctum. Welcome back. So you see, we're inside now. Let's see. Make sure we start looting these. Oh, what was that? These are never usually too hard to do. Oh, I timed that wrong. That was close. Aye, I tried. Oh, it's just bits. Now I'm more confused. Let's read this. A door to seal away all light. I saw the ancients as a monolith, a web of lights, like stars in the night sky connected through wisdom and flame. But they're far more split than I believed. The young agents, alongside me, explained that this night sanctum is the creation of their elders, the Empyrean. It predates the Shroud and used to contain a wealth of human knowledge offered as a sacrifice or for trade. Neither flame nor sunlight can reach, making it perfect for one of our emergency cinder vessels. We've rigged the traps to activate after the vessel is filled. Hopefully that should protect it even as the shroud fills velvet. When I trace the constellations on the door, I sense a desperate longing, a pull towards the firmament. I cannot read my fellow travellers' expressions, but their silence betrays them. They feel it too. A shame. I won't see another night sanctum so soon. The ancients speak of an even more hidden haven deep within the Black Mere, a stretch of land I thought forsaken. The more I learn, the less I seem to understand. Recall. Okay. New marker has been added to the map. I don't think anything has. I didn't cure the fell curse anyway. Right, well, we're going to be nearing the end of it. We didn't get that one done, the Southern Caravan, but we can do that next time. That's the first thing we do. But we're going to drop all the stuff, and then we're going to speak to the guys upstairs because they have a lot of questions that I've got to ask. So let me drop the stuff and then I'll bring you back. So we're back, so we're just going to go through, chat to everyone, and I've just remembered I've forgotten we acquired that new dude, didn't we? Let's get him a bed. And then we need that tool. So we'll get his bed down first. I've messed this up. You've not got a bed, but you're not getting one at the moment. Right. And then we get the wand.
Hey!
He's already claimed the bed, right? Tab out of that then. Right, let's start with... Might as well go through and see what she's got. So now we can do the fade deer, which we still need the milk for. Which I believe comes from the goats. We can get the rabbit stuff. Got the cat stuff, plants, nothing new changed here. I'll need to make some farm soil soon. Cat food. None of it's really expensive. Ooh, 50. Might as well. And we've just noticed something. You, mate. Right, being a Roma. Right. So, Belfazar.
The world is its own magic.
It seems we are complete. A meager group, far fewer than expected. Our cinder vaults could only sustain so few, but we stand strong nevertheless. Together we will fan your flames, friend. You may may your light reach the furthest corner of the land. Tongue-tied here. Ooh, now this.
Huh?
You look dreadful, friend. Come closer, let me look. Bloodshot eyes, cotton mouth, and a hint of decay in your breath. You're suffering from a fell curse, no doubt. Advise you take cleanser, post haste. You can draft one with the right materials, but they're only found among the fell in the dead of night, above the shroud. So it sounds like Ecroncraft the cure. Wisp of light, bug dust, glow dust, resin, that's new. Antidote. Is that the antidote for the fell? No, there's poison. Requires milk. We definitely need the that to make the greater potions. Mana potions have been unlocked now. Chain heal 1. Bug dust can be made now. Firefly. Shroud cores. I'm going to need those. That's that Reaper wand. So new set of armor. Mage and healer gear. And if I wanted to, I could make another mortar. Already made the green rocket. Blue confetti mortar. I might make one just to have a see what it's like. Okay. Is it not something I craft? It might be then. Oh no. Quest. Reclaim. Melody. Campment. A unique. Block. Carpentry. Nope. Oh, it's that simple. So the fresh shroud spore that we get from the plant that can only be harvested at night and water. There we go. Right, this guy.
My favourite patron.
We have lots of faces around here now. Makes me feel right at home. I have 7 aunts, you know. Aunt Bryleen and Pass was my favourite. She used to send me the most beautiful architecture sketches of temples, bridges and towers from her travels. One day she went to the Black Mile when I was little, I mean real little, and never returned. She should come back and help out. I got 7 aunts. A lot of work and only one hand after all. The kiln we haven't made yet. We haven't got to making bronze or fired bricks yet.
Oh. Ah.
Fortune awaits.
I've never seen Embervale like this before. Who are you? To open my eyes and show me this beauty. A Flameborn greeting. I am Mei Yin, a trader. The world has changed, but we remain. That alone is reason enough to celebrate. You've heard of the Lunar New Year, no? The bandits took my most esteemed wares when they fell upon my wagon like hawks. After their arrows ripped me away from my cart and pinned me to the ground, they rummaged through the cargo, emerged with my staff among other things. Writhing in pain, I was forced to watch them run as everything faded, but I remembered where they fled to. So we've got a new couple more missions popping up here. Do you celebrate the Lunar New Year? Maybe you're in the market for some new furnishings. On my way to the valley, I sold a few decorative plants to people of the Fort Kelvin. That's where we'll be going next. But the beauty will go to waste without any eyes to feast on them. We should change that. I don't know when we'll be able to craft that, but it'll be nice to check gear.
Speak quick and quiet.
If you think you're powerless, do not fret. With my hand spindle, I could craft better armors for us and increase our chances of survival. I lost it during my escape through the Revel Wood. In days long past, near Westcott. We weren't too far from Westcott. No, we've been Westcott. Near Westcott when I laid down to rest. Don't wait, I've got your back. Have you noticed the small insects flying around at night in the Springlands? They aren't the usual prey I hunt, but could you collect some of them and bring them to me? I have an idea for how we can put them to use. Is she on about fireflies? So the marksman's set. The ranger's set.
Did you crawl out of a grave?
The manacle hollow are driven by resentment. They must be set free, return to the winds of fate, slash through the white hot anger, crack their pale fingers like wishbones, pluck the gold teeth from the jaws and bring me the head of the one-eyed beast in the mist. So we may drink from the skull, gather your might, and craft the key to descend. Flamekeeper, you know I collect many things. Why not join me in this pleasure? Keep your eyes peeled. The hollowed halls hide golden urns, forbidden books, and enchanting crystals. Oh, I've picked the sprinklers clean, but the other regions still hide little treasures. Northern wind carried them downstream. They hail from the faraway crags. Monolithic and stalwart, cyclopic gaze peering towards dancing gusts of light on the horizon, drawn to the shimmer like moths to a flame. Unfaithful, greedy, they fled once, burnt and hollowed by the curse. Do not show them mercy. They'd crush you to dust given the chance. So we need the Revelwood bone key. Not sure what for yet. Ectoplasm press. And then we get some showcase stuff, which is going to be nice.
Let's fix that up.
You know, I grew up in the capital. They used to tell stories. Stories I shared with my daughter as well, sometimes at night. This faint light glows beneath the waves, a sign of Queen Pikemead's gracious rule. My daughter said she saw them once. Children's tales, I thought. But who knows? Stranger things have happened in Embervale. I do think the law weapons should be in a separate bit. So no new armor sets from him.
Looking good.
Oh.
Take what you need.
Your newest friend is yours alone. They have the stench of decay on them, seeping from their robes and beneath. At a breath I watch them. They linger near the altar, glare at the fire and the cinders and ash. I see no reflection in their eyes, no light to give me shivers like old Howling Peak did.
Good hunting.
So this guy helps the farmer as an assistant and can do all the same crafts.
Ha ha!
The wolves are here. I've surrendered. Help. Breathe slowly. Fenrig, you're no longer in that cave. You there. Did you save me? Praise be. What miracle. Took me from the howling dark and brought me here. Oh, I'll till your fields, water your crops. Finally I can put down the axe and take up the sickle. I thought the sprinklers were safe, but our fields are empty. Where did everyone go? Before I met my early end, Fort Kelvin was our bastion of hope. Have you been there? Is anyone left? Maybe someone like me, a lost soul still holding on. Rebuilding the world is great, but who can we share it with? Don't you feel empty without a special someone? I used to have a wife, you know. Oh no, I don't mean her. She forbade me from having garden gnomes, and a world without gnomes is not worth rebuilding. I'm not joking, I need a gnome. Oh my god. Shame he doesn't have a gnome craft. Now, you're just a... Oh, you no longer want to speak to me. Have I missed something? Says I haven't missed any. I don't believe it, like.
Hello, dear.
Back to work. Phew, what a journey. You must have saved me from that pod. I'm Ellie Rico, a barber and hairstylist. Oh god. I'd invited you to my temporary salon in Fort Kelvin, but I fear it didn't last. Not since I was thrown since I was thrown over a cliff by some dog, bear, beast. Luckily for you, my rugged hero, I lived only slightly disoriented, but still just as radiant as ever. My services will help your idyllic commune shine.
Oh.
May it be valuable. For a moment, when I was thrown over the ledge in Fort Kelvin, I hit my head, so my mind is fuzzy. I remember my name, my craft, crawling towards a celestial light. That's it. The worst part, I forgot how to make her dyes. I can't even remember how to make a basic red. If you find any mention of her colours, relay them to me, will you?
Oh.
Everyone relies on you because they trust you. But great courage inspires envy. I'm thinking about those bony fellows. Ah, I mean the hollow, of course. They're seething with envy, and their spooky glow has always enchanted me. When I was younger and more rebellious, I would often loiter around the graveyard near the capital to sneak a peek, but I never dared to enter the crypt. I wonder what's inside. Ah, so you can customize yourself if you don't like how you look anymore. Right, well, we've acquired a lot of new quests to do on the next episode. Ooh, some of them are in bits we've already been. Well, I guess we know what we're doing. Obviously, Fort Kelvin we were going to do anyway. We're going to go find a garden gnome? Really, mate? Right, well. As we've now got a new motley crew, I'm going to call it there. So, as always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you all next time.